So welcome back to my channel, and on today's video we are to state the domain of this function, the function of 8x over squared root of 2x plus 6. Okay, they say the function is what? G of x. So what do we have to do? The first thing you need to do, whenever they talk about the domain, they always talk about the denominator. So how do you do that? You just need to find excluded value. What is excluded value? Excluded value are those values that where you place into this x variable of your denominator is going to make the whole entire functions to be undefined. So what does it mean? So if this entire denominator equals to 0, that means this entire function will now be undefined. So how do we do that? The first thing is we have two conditions here. The first condition is that this radicand, what is inside this radical sign is called radicand, must be greater or equals to 0. It cannot be negative. Okay. Then second is that the entire denominator must be greater than 0. So let's find that. So the first condition, which is 2x plus 6 must be greater or equals to 0. Remember that is what is inside the radical sign, so it's called radicand. All right. So what are we going to do? We now say negative, subtract 6 from both sides. We have 2x greater or equals to negative 6. Okay, we want to find the value of x. We have 2 divided by 2. So you have s will be greater or equals to negative 3. So that is the first condition. Okay. Now the second condition, and we also call this restricted values. Okay. So the second condition is everything here. So we have square root of 2x plus 6 must not be equals to 0. Okay. So what can we do? We can simplify this by putting square so that we can remove the square root sign. So you have 2x plus 6 must not be equals to 0, or we can still write equals to 0, but you can still write not equals to 0. It's still the same thing. So you have 2x plus 6 minus 6 minus 6. So you have 2x equals negative 6. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So x is what? Equals to negative 3. Remember, it's not equal, right? It's not equal. That is why I said you use equal, you don't use equal, it's the same thing. So you can see that we've gotten the two excluded values. So the first one is x greater or equals to negative 3, and the second one is x must not be equals to what? Negative 3. So what does it tell us? It tells us that x will be greater than negative 3. So this is the excluded value. Okay. So if you now want to write this in your set notation, so this is going to be from negative 3 to what? Positive infinity. And that is the domain. That is the domain of the function. I hope you understand this and you get it right. Okay, try this on your own and see you in my next video. Peace out.